As I was saying, unfortunately, Lewis developed MS, and he was a great person. That's another example of truth. I went to elementary school with Lewis, high school, college. We were always friendly with each other. We never had a problem with each other. And that's my point. Why would they lie? And that's a part of how this was supposed to work. Because if I got too sick, I'm telling you, talking saved my life. They were killing me, literally killing me. But talking and able to tell you folks the truth, and they get so upset because they felt they would be believed over me. And so when they're talking, they said, well, you said you went to they're screaming at predominantly white schools. They were predominantly white schools. And part of when they were looking into it, they were like, oh my goodness, she's not lying about that. Now, why that makes a difference is because if I had been lying about that, they said then it would have changed how I grew up. Because they're very into race, as you can tell, and money. Always about the money. So they're like, well, how come you had to buy clothes for college if you had enough money before? Well, I went to private Catholic school all my life, so I wasn't dressing out of uniform except for when we could. So plus I'm going to college. Why would I want to wear the same thing I wore in high school? So they said, what was the other thing? So going back to them. So we're talking about human trafficking. We're talking about stealing my identity, changing my identity, trying to keep me silent so I don't talk and be a regular person, talking out loud everywhere I go. They said they installed this everywhere, and they said they're not going to stop. They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. They started in 2016. This was not being done before 2016. I told you in a previous video that when I was at Lacoste, I heard in both locations. In 2016, they're screaming. In 2016, I heard it at the Madison Avenue boutique, and then the manager, Matthew, and Brianna wanted to work with me again. That's how horrible I was. I left that boutique to go to work with Simon at World Trade Center, and Matthew and Brianna wanted to come and work at World Trade Center with me, meaning Simon wouldn't be the store manager anymore. That's how horrible I was. So when I was at that boutique World Trade Center, I heard some whispering sounds. I went into the stock room and I looked in. There wasn't anyone there. I left the stock room. I didn't hear the whisper. I went back in and heard the whisper again. And that's when I knew something is wrong. So then I started to get my body wasn't right. I just wasn't feeling right. And that's part of what I'm telling you. So they keep talking. They don't want the truth out there because it starts to connect to everything. The person upstairs who's yelling out the window, I'm wondering, they said, when you scratch your head, you don't look like a monkey. Meaning they think black people look like monkeys. Because when they scratch their heads, they don't look like monkeys. But they're surprised that I don't look like a monkey. Because they said they used the word admixture. Again, something I wouldn't say. They said they tested my admixture and I'm not that black. You don't know what I feel like. How did this happen in New York? How? You tell me. Who brought these people to New York? This shit can go over in other places, but this shit doesn't work in New York. And I'm going to keep talking. Just like in New York we say talking, I'm going to keep talking. So they said, I said before this, we walk fast, we talk fast, meaning as New Yorkers, and they liked it so much they used it. I think other people said that too. I'm not arguing about things that other people said. I'm talking about my original ideas that they wanted to steal from me. And once I present it, it flows from me. It wouldn't flow from them. Thank you for watching.